Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Thursday Night Stamp Therapy. It is Thursday, October 9th, 2025, and I'm so happy you are joining me today. I'm excited to make some cards with you. I've been on the go all day long, and I'm just sitting down to stamp and trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And so I decided I'm going to play with this brand new bundle called Sign Design because it kind of covers a lot of different occasions. We've got some fall holidays with Halloween and Thanksgiving, and then also some winter holidays, Merry and Bright, Happy New Year. And so I'm excited to play with this bundle a little bit. This is from the September online exclusives. It is one of the new bundles that is available there. And I know that the online exclusives can be a little bit confusing because they're not printed in the regular catalog, but these products are available for an undefined period of time, which sometimes means it sells out quickly, but other times it means they just want to make it available for as long as possible and not just tied to the catalog. So we've got this extra punch bundle here, Sign Design, and I am a big fan of punches and bundles because they're easy, and I like easy. I also love stamp sets that have multiple occasions, and so I want to make 3 cards tonight using the Sign Design with different images and stamps. So we're going to make cards for 3 different occasions using Sign Design. So give me a quick show of hands. Let me know, do you have this one? Did you get it? Is it on your list? I think that this punch is really versatile to even without the stamp set. I think there's a lot of different greetings that will fit into this. Let me give you a quick measure on our Sign Design punch. This is 2 1/4 inches long, and from the top of the curve to the bottom we're about 1 3/8. There's a lot of lines. Just over 1 1/4. So a nice sign design. I love this one. And so I wanted to share it with you tonight because I find that I'm just not using my stuff enough, that I use it and then once and then I put it away and I don't use it again because I'm always using stuff that's new. And so I wanted to break it out and use it and really dig into it and hopefully encourage you to do the same if you have this one. So that's what we're going to do tonight. I have flagged pages in my catalog that inspired me this evening. I went through looking at the catalog. I do this a lot. Like I flag and then I like take off my flags and I go again. I'm looking for my sticky notepad so I can, here we go. I wanted to kind of show you my process. So we've talked about this before, and a lot of times I do this like in a notebook, and I'm pretty sure I have, nope, that's not the notebook. Well, I'm trying not to share other notes, but a lot of times I go through and I sketch. That's more notes. Okay, there's some more sketches. But a lot of times I put them in a notebook and then I just kind of have them all handy. But tonight I was just kind of going through, and instead of sketching in the notebook, I just decided to like sketch on a sticky note. And so I just stuck it right here on the on the page next to the sample that was inspiring me. And this one, actually, for instance, I took my inspiration from the templates down here. And we talked about this before in the springtime, how you can use all these templates to do card making or to do scrapbooking or to do tag making, even if the card is meant for something else, or the template is meant for something else. For example, this one here, I was looking at it earlier and thinking, how can I turn this scrapbook layout into a card? And so I thought it would be really fun to use that side element. So I started by sketching out my box, and then this one has like a side panel that has 3 different squares, and the bottom one here in their sketch is like for journaling, but maybe that would be the one that I would put my greeting on, you know, if I was doing like a sign design or something. And anyway, so there's three boxes, and then like there's other layers on this, and for a card I'm going to simplify that. I'm not going to have like all those layers, but maybe I add like a background here, and sometimes I add little like lines to indicate designer paper. But anyway, so that's how I might turn this scrapbook layout into a card layout. And I know that for a lot of you, like that the lines just don't mean anything. They don't come to life without measurements or without ideas. So tonight I just kind of wanted to bring some of these layouts to life for you. And I wasn't necessarily going to do this one, but maybe we'll come back to it. So I want to show you some of the designs that I picked out and that I sketched here in the catalog. And oh gosh, like this is another one. And do you notice this card layout is like very similar to this one, just turned on its side. It has this great tear, which is such a great way to add texture and interest to your card without having any tools at all. This card is so easy. It's literally designer paper in the background, stamped cardstock with torn edges, and a few embellishments. Not even any coloring. That's my kind of card, right? But this is like the same thing, right? So let's take a look at this. We've got torn edges with panels on the side, torn edges with panels on the side. The difference is here we just added another layer, another square, and actually two because we've got the greeting. But the other card, the stamping was just done straight on that background layer. So it's interesting to me to see like the same layouts like just turned or used throughout the catalog. For example, here's one that we looked at, and then there was another card here. And I was like, that's the same layout. And so I see that a lot. And a lot of times when I'm looking at the catalog, like I'm just looking at the layouts and kind of taking everything else. Where did I see that now? I should have marked the page. I kind of see things like in a new light, you know, when you focus on just like the card layouts or just the, oh, this one right here. It's not exactly the same, but it has an element, and this is a ribbon. This is a like banner, but it's the same kind of layout, right? With a smaller rectangle in the middle. Okay, while we're on this page, I also really love this layout. My sketch is terrible. my sketch is terrible, but this has a really fun layout here with two strips, and then the background designer paper, a larger element, and the sentiment. And actually I was thinking this would be a really fun one to do, and so I flagged this page. Maybe we'll use this layout. I've got a couple cards that are ready to go, and the last one, you guys will just have to help me. You guys will have to help me figure out which one. Here's one that I have prepped. It's a really simple layout, and again, it goes into that tearing. This one actually uses some of the two-tone cardstock, and I really love how when you tear the two-tone cardstock, you see that white inside, the white core or center of the cardstock, because the two-tone cardstock is not dyed, printed, like, you know, the color is like on there, it's on the top, where the regular cardstock, it's dyed all the way through. The fibers of the cardstock are dyed. And so this is really interesting. Another simple card, but you can do something really clean and easy. And so let's jump in and let's make a card. I'm gonna actually use some product that is in the July online exclusives. And that is this Spooky Sweet Halloween paper. And so this one is available on right now, but one of the stamps in here is for Halloween. It's actually two-step. It's really three-step. It's really cute. And it says, trick or treat, may your day be sweet. I just thought that was adorable. And I have just like a few baby scraps left of my Halloween designer paper. And so I thought we would make a Halloween card to start off because it's October. Now, did you guys get this Spooky Sweet? I just think it's so adorable. And I'm gonna give you a little side pitch here. Many of you get my product share, and so in the product share, I have ribbon, sample of new ribbon, but I have 6x6 pieces of all the designer paper, and so you do get some of the die cuts in all of the paper that has die cuts. And I'm showing you this because I have two left. There were two people who didn't claim their September product shares, and so this is including all the things from the mini catalog, all the paper from the September online exclusive release, and you're getting some of those die cuts, the specialty paper, paper, the ribbons. So if you did not get yourself one of these product shares, the September 2025, send me a message and I'll get you hooked up. And I don't remember how much they are, but we'll look it up. But it's such a great way to like just try a little bit of everything. So if you have a little bit of this Halloween paper from that product share, then you can make, you know, like a quick and easy little card. So let's dig in and do this. And let's see what we can create. First of all, let me show you, because I pulled these from my box, some additional card samples with Spooky Sweet. So if you have it, or if you have it from the product share, then you might be able to make some of these quick and easy cards. Here's one where I fussy cut from the designer paper, and this is like a little background bit from the, oh, I forgot about these foam stars. I gotta find mine for this card because it's gonna be so cute. Here's one. My favorite part is these little laser cut pieces. I love when Stampin' Up! Has paper like that, because then I don't have to color. I don't have to think about it. I can just like put it on and create a card, and it's so cute and quick and easy. Here's one that does have some coloring with a coordinating stamp set. This one from Tracy Jacobs. And I love that cute little cat. She did such a good job coloring it. Here's one. This was me again using the die cuts. A little spooky card. I think I'm out of this paper because it was my favorite with the fun little treats. And gosh, it's too bad I don't have any of that, because that would be really cute for the card I'm making tonight. This one was one that Mom made, Susan LaCroix, and she used the fun little treat bags to make the moon. And I love the way that looks so cute. All the little die cuts that coordinate too. All right, so if you're not a Halloween fan, then don't go anywhere. Stay tuned, because we are going to do a fall card next, and then we're going to do a Christmas card, maybe a New Year card too, because there are 4 different occasions in this set, and so we might just need to make 4 cards tonight. They're gonna be easy, so maybe we'll do that. So okay, this was our inspiration, and I did decide to bring out some two-tone cardstock as well. Now the tricky part is, like I said, when you are going in the catalog, a lot of times you don't know the measurements because they don't give the measurements for you. And so what I do is just sort of eyeball it, and I kind of come back and you know, tweak it a little, change it here until I get it just right. Well, this card has designer paper that fills the background. So I have started with a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of designer paper. That's going to fit the white cardstock. I'm trying to keep up with your chat comments. Donna, yes, Mom is doing better. She has bronchitis, and so she is recovering. She was on a new antibiotic and a steroid, and she had a really rough week last week when we was our first week back from the cruise, and it was like other stuff that then turned into bronchitis, and so she just kept like not feeling better and not feeling better. And so finally she is on the mend, doing so much better. Thank you so much for all of your prayers. It was kind of a rough and chaotic week, but she's back on track and she's doing good. Thank you for asking. So I've got my background piece. I'm going to put this on the card base. I'm using basic white. I like the thick cardstock for card bases because it's just a little sturdier. And so I'm going to put that on white and just fill the whole thing. And then I don't have to worry about putting white on the inside because I can write my message there and share a little Halloween message. So this card has a banner in the middle, and I kind of feel like mine is a little big. I debated on the size. I think I started here with 2.5. Let's measure really quick. I want to say 2.5 inches wide, and I went 4.5 inches, but I might change that. I want to start with the focal image, and for this one I started with 3.5 inches by 3 inches, but that's kind of swallowing up the whole card. So like I'm looking over here, and you know, a lot of times I'll start with a certain size and then I'll cut it down. So this seems really wide to me. There's a lot of extra room over here. So this was 3.5 inches. I'm going to bring it down to 3 inches. So now this is 3 by 3. And I think that could work. Now the two-tone cardstock also has the fun advantage of having 2 sides. So we have a darker side and a lighter side. Side 1, side 2, like we're at the doctor's office getting our eyes checked. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, it's Allie. Hi, Allie. I was just thinking of you the other day. So happy to see you popping on. Okay. I lost my train of thought. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. I kind of like the lighter so that I can stamp on it. Oh, you know what though? It's going to be kind of dark still, isn't it? Well, oh, you know what? No, we're not going to stamp on it. We're going to use our punch. I forgot. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Okay, so I have our torn cardstock. Maybe I do want the darker. I think I do want the darker. What did you guys think? Oh, look at that. A darker one. Well, it's the other side. Let's tear it. and then we can decide, do we want it dark? Do we want it light? So with the tearing, I'm just taking it in my hand and tearing it towards me to get that exposed torn edge. And that's okay. So we have, oh, we could layer them. Isn't that cute? We did that in another card, I think, didn't we? Okay, but for this one, we're going to just use one. And I think I like the darker one because the hippo is gray, and so I feel like there's just a better contrast. The lighting is not very good tonight. I feel like maybe it's just on my end. I don't know. Can you see the difference though between the light and the dark? Light and dark. It is subtle. It's not like a huge difference. It's not like gray and black. They're both shades of black. This one started off as 2.5 inches. I'm going to go ahead and bring it down to, you know, I'll just go shave a little bit off, 2.25, and I'm going to do 4 inches, 2.25 by 4. I still want to be able to see the background, which is a little bit busy. I honestly just did not have a lot of this paper left. There weren't a lot of options for the background. I don't know. Do you like the gray? Maybe I should do gray instead. I know I'm giving you guys too many things. It pops more on the gray, doesn't it? I like this background. And I thought about like, oh. See, this is what happens. I get distracted. I'm gonna cut the banner off the top. I really like this, this pumpkin patch. Is that cute? Like we could have him be in the little pumpkin patch. So if we're making this smaller, let's see if we do, okay, let's do 3 inches. Like cut a little bit off the top too. 3 inches. And then he's so cute, isn't he? Maybe we'll just have to make more than one. Janice says, what you have works with the houses. I know, but the pumpkin patch really is cute, isn't it? Okay, so if we switch to the pumpkin patch, this would take the place of our torn cardstock. And so we would do 3 by, I guess we'd do 3 by 3, but I'm going to do 3.25 just to give it a little more. A little more space. All right, so 3.25, and then I would do black, I think, for the card base. Do I have a black card base that's cut? That's too bad. I'll make one. I have more than one hippo, so we can make different versions, and then you can tell me. Then we'll do an ultimate this or that. So I'm thinking the simplicity of that, except I do like, okay, we have that. I'm gonna need a longer banner. That. Okay, where's my other hippos? Hang on, we got this. Hippo. And I was gonna use 2 bats. Maybe I don't need them, but or the candy corn. Oh. Okay. We're gonna make two. I know. The cute house just got covered up. I know. It's so hard when you've got really cute background paper to work with, not to cover it up and still put things on it. Okay, so we are going to do our stamping next. I'm gonna put all these other pieces to the side. Thank you, Spooky Sweet. And we're going to do some stamping. And this is really fun. This stamp, like I said, is 2-step, 3-step, because there's also a step for the lollipop cover. So this says, trick or treat, may your day be sweet, and they layer on top of each other. And so I'm going to use black and white for this. And let's see. Did I say black and white? I meant pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie, or is that Timid Tiger? Ooh. Oh. I'm going to use pumpkin pie. Okay, so I'm going to do pumpkin pie for... Okay, I needed to do this closer to the edge because I need to be able to punch it. And I'm going to do one for each card. Okay, so cute. And then we're going to add Trick or Treat, Be Sweet. Oh, I love how this layers together. That's so cute. It goes right in between the stars. And actually, this looks like it might fit in the punch the other way. So I stamped near the wrong edge. It's okay, easy fix. I was thinking it was gonna go this way, but it actually fits that way. How perfect is that? That's really cute. Okay, so let's line this up real good. Trick or treat, may your day be sweet. And this has a little circle stamp in it that fits over the lollipop. And so I think I'm gonna use yellow to kind of like, you know, go with the candy corn vibe. I picked out some Daffodil Delights. Oh, that's cute. So it kind of fills that out. Super sweet. Okay, but with the orange piece tipped, the windows show more. Okay, we're gonna figure it out when we glue it down. I think it'll be okay. So we stamped our gluing. Scooch that over here. I'm not sure where these sentiments are going to go without covering up all the cuteness. I think I do like the little bat up here. Okay, so the original card has a banner tip, so we're going to take cut from the center, each corner up towards the center. And we get our cute trick or treat, may your day be sweet. Let's come over here, do the same thing. We're gonna banner tip this. I think if we come over on the side a little, I think you guys were calling this a door. They're all windows. The whole sheet is windows. but you can pretend it's a door. So we can scoot this guy over to the side a little bit more so you can see more of the windows. And then trick or treat, may your day be sweet. I think the white just gets lost against the background. You know what? Let's try something. Let's try coloring the background here so that it's not so white, and then our elements are gonna pop a little bit. I'm gonna take Smoky Slate, the light gray, and a blending brush. And I'm just gonna color. I'm just gonna rub the color on the white paper. This paper has a white background, and so I just want to kind of add some color so that it doesn't blend in with the other thing. And it almost looks like there is like a little orange already on the bricks, and so it kind of already looks like it's been sponged, but I'm just going to cut down the white a little bit more to make the other elements pop. And it looks like it's getting dark outside. Ooh, that's a good idea. Sharon says, run it through the brick embossing folder. That would be fun to add some texture and detail. I already have it on the card base, so I think this might do the trick. And I do think now our trick or treat, hope your day is sweet, pops against that background. I kind of like that. What do you guys think? On this one, of course, I just have the black cardstock background with our pumpkin patch, which kind of gets covered up. So with our this or that, eventually I will glue them both down myself, but I think I kind of like this one better with the house in the background. I feel like our hippo is just too big for this card. I kind of even just like it like that. I was gonna see if we had another little trick-or-treater that was smaller than the hippo that could work instead. And I have one trick-or-treater left. I think, oh, that one's cute. Is this the one you guys were telling me to use? I really like that one. This is such fun paper. There's so many ways to mix and match and make some cute cards. Okay, well, anyway, you get the picture. I'm gonna finish playing. Maybe there was another one with a door that you guys liked. I am going to, on the pumpkin patch, put the greeting a little lower and use the hippo. Another option is to turn this whole layout, scoot it over, turn this whole layout sideways. Where did our hippo go? I think the hippo just covers up so much of the pumpkin patch. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to keep playing with that one, but this one I'm going to glue down, and we are going to move on and create another card. Oh, let's not forget about the foam stars. Oh my gosh, those are going to be so cute. Foam stars. Oh, yes. These are part of the July online exclusives and part of this spooky sweet suite. And they are so cute to just add a little fun detail on the card. So I am going to pop this up with dimensionals. I'm putting the two-tone cardstock onto the banner, and then this piece, oh, I don't want to cover up that cutie. Oh, I'm going to add this piece to the card with some dimensionals. And I'm going to add our hippo with dimensionals. And this one is going to go on with, I've got to be strategic here. I need to do dimensionals. To cover, I think I need to go one more under here to match the double layer there. Okay. Here's a fun little tip. Take your Stampin' dimensional backings and just put them inside your card, so whoever opens them gets a fun surprise. Maybe not. I don't know. Would they think that it was confetti, or would they think that you just sent them their trash? Let's add some of the stars to make this card super fun. We've got purple stars and white stars and black stars, and I think this card, I think this is gonna go well with the white stars. I think they're gonna pop. There are 3 different size of stars. And so I'm going to use all 3 kind of like that on our card. Super cute, super cute. Trick or treat, may your day be sweet. So if you have this designer paper and don't have any Halloween stamps, the sign design has you covered. Here is our inspiration project and our sample. We use the banner, we use the torn cardstock, and we just scooted it over a little bit to accommodate our busy designer paper background. Oh, I've not tried that. Diane is asking if I've ever used the sticky saran wrap to hold the die cuts and pieces in place. I have heard of that tip, but I've not done that one before. I always just figure it out all over again. And sometimes it looks different than I wanted it to. Okay, let's switch gears. And let's create a card for fall with the sign design stamp set. Now, I didn't get a chance to finish them before my last class, but I wanted to show you one of the card designs from the September kit, and you guys can help me decide. So if you ordered in September, then you'll get the card kit that will include a kit to make this card as well as 2 others. And I couldn't decide on whether or not it needed the twine. And so I wanted to take a quick poll, because sometimes I have twine here when I do classes at the house, and sometimes people just chuck them and they just don't want to deal with the twine. So do you like the twine? Yes or no? And if you get a card kit that has twine in it, or if you buy a kit from Stampin' Up and it has twine, do you use the twine or not? That's my question. So should I include linen thread here? And how do you feel in general? Do you include it, or do you toss it? So twine, Donna says twine, Catherine says twine, Elizabeth says no. Carol likes the twine. I'm leaning towards adding the twine. And my thought always is that if you don't like it, you can always leave it off, right? But I think a lot of you are agreeing with me. Yes, 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 add the twine. Okay, so I think this card packet's already ready to go. So I've got to add the linen thread in it. And we have one more card packet that we're going to work on tomorrow and get these kits in the mail no later than Monday. So if you're waiting for your kit, sorry about the delay a little bit since I was gone. Just kind of everything got behind. But the September kits are going in the mail, and they are featuring the Gathering Together designer paper. This is another one that's in the online exclusives for September, and it is so gorgeous. It should have, I think I might be missing one. There should be, yep, here it is. 6 different pieces that have gold foil. This is a specialty paper. And so the card kit is going to include 4 by 6 pieces of the designer paper. Your product share includes 6 by 6 pieces. And we'll be doing this live class on the, I was going to say the 4th Thursday, but I think we usually do the last Thursday, which would be the 30th. The 4th Thursday is the 23rd. I'm going to stick with the 30th. Our live class for the Gathering Together suite is going to be on Thursday, October 30th at 7:15 p.m. Just our normal slot for Thursday night stamp therapy, and it will be dedicated to making 3 cards, including the one I just showed you, using this designer paper. But we're going to use this paper on our card now to create a card with the Sign Design stamp set. This is another one that's a 2-step. So we've got the season with the leaves, and then Of Thanks is a separate stamp. So let's see, which card was I inspired by? Actually, I think it was that very first card design, number 1. And this is really fun. So these cards here were created with the Christmas Greetings Mix and Match specialty cards. And here is the card and envelope. I think this is actually crumb cake, but this pattern design reminded me of this designer paper from the Gathering Together. Now it's a little bit different. This is basic beige with some crushed curry stripe in there, and this is just crumb cake with the gold. But I thought that they were really similar, and so I thought it'd be fun to use this card with some other designer paper from Gathering Together. So I'm using this for my card base. You might remember some cards I shared before using the Christmas Tags and More Mix and Match designer paper that has some ephemera in it, like the cardinal. And so this is the other color that comes in the Mix and Match specialty envelope. So right over here, it includes 10 card bases. You're getting 5 each of green and 5 each of the crumb cake design. So for our card, I have cut some pieces of cardstock. This designer paper is 3 by 5 inches, and the early espresso cardstock layer is 3 1/4 by 5 1/4. Now the original card just has a textured piece of white cardstock on the card base, but I just thought that this blended in a little bit too much and needed another layer to make it pop. I told you our cards are going to be a little clean and simple tonight, and they are. We're using a piece of 1 by 3 3/4 piece of Cajun Craze across the top. That's kind of our banner. And then our element or our circle is actually going to be the greeting with the punched sentiment. So let's do that with our Sign Design stamp set and create another clean and simple card. So this one's going to use the 2 stamps, Season with the leaves and Of Thanks. So I've picked out Cajun Craze and Early Espresso, and I've got 2 as a backup, but I don't think I need it. So let's scoot that one out of the way. Let's start with Season Of, and then we're going to add Of Thanks and Early Espresso. Patricia, thanks for asking about Mom. She is doing better this week. So thankful for good health. There is a hair on my ink pad. I would love to blame somebody else, but I'm pretty sure it's mine because nobody else uses my ink pads. Okay. I'm using the Sign Design stamp set to punch out our words here. And I'm using basic white cardstock. But this would look really pretty too on basic beige or another neutral color if you want something different than the white. But I like the way the white kind of pops against the beige background of the designer paper. Now I want my banner to be a little skinnier. This is what I was talking about. Sometimes it's like trial and error, you know, where you start with measurement and then you decide you need to cut it or adjust it a little bit. So I'm gonna make this 3/4 of an inch instead. And let's just go ahead and give it a banner tip. I'll put the measurements in the video description for you. And I do have to apologize because I think I dropped the ball on some updates I was supposed to make on Saturday's video. So I gotta go back and make some changes. I don't really know where this week has gone. I feel like it has just zoomed right by. And yeah, I don't know. I'm behind on everything, so I apologize. Oh, cat hairs. It's definitely not cat hairs, but I can see how that would be very frustrating. I sort of feel like I want to make the leaf paper smaller, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I cut that down a little bit or leave it as is? I kind of want to cut it just shorter. Uh-oh, Patricia, what's going on? Maybe I missed a comment. I hope everyone's feeling okay. It is like, this is the season to, I see Like It As Is, Like It As Sherry, Susan, Diane, Jennifer, and then Jalen. You are like speaking to me. I'm like, I do want to cut it shorter. I'm going to leave it because right now it is proportion. It's proportionate to the card base. And so I feel like it's good to have it be equal proportion all the way around. Yeah, I know, Catherine. I have the same instinct. Like, I want to cut it shorter. I'm going to leave it as is. I just glued it down, so there you go. I know you know I can tear it apart, but we're not going to do that. I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive to the back here, and then I want to put the whole banner, I think, on some dimensionals. Now, this Gathering Together suite has some really pretty embellishments. They're Cajun Craze with a little bit of like gold glitter in it, and I am here for it. I love Cajun Craze. It's my favorite color for the fall, and it's probably because I have redheads in my family, and their beautiful hair is like Cajun Craze with some gold in it. It is so beautiful. My youngest, Anna, has red hair, and she right now has her hair long, and so there's just so much beautiful shimmering glorious color. I'm jealous, so jealous of her hair. It's kind of curly, and so when she works on it, it's really curly. Let's add some of these Cajun Craze and gold dots. They do blend in a little bit. They're kind of hard to see. Oops. Uh-oh. It didn't have a glue dot. Let's try again. There, you can see it a little better. It's kind of busy, but I think the bling still is nice in there. All right, so card number 2, Season of Thanks. We are using the Sign Design stamp set and doing all kinds of things with it tonight. So we made a Halloween card, and we made our Season of Thanks card. I'm locked up on my screen. Am I locked up for anybody else? Hopefully you can see okay. I don't see anything that would be interrupting our live stream, so please let me know. Is it okay on your end? No, it's not okay, or no, there's no sound. I don't know what no means. No. Okay, something is weighted. No, I'm fine. Okay. All good. I'm not sure what happened to the video on my end. I'm going to try refreshing my screen so that I can see everything. Okay, of course, that means I have to skip the ad again. Uh-oh, where did it go? I'm telling myself to go out and come back in. Okay, so 2 cards using different images from the Sign Design stamp set. Next, I want to make a Christmas card with the Merry and Bright, and I have a little inspiration for this one. I got a swap card. Where did it go? From here, from Kay Cogbill, and she used the Merry and Bright with the Christmas, or the snowflake pine, elegant pine snowflake designer paper, and she used some shaded spruce, so pretty, with the gold foil pine needles. I just thought that was gorgeous. Okay, so we're gonna do Merry and Bright, inspired by another layout, and this is one I don't have cut for yet, so we have some choices. So here is a layout we haven't done yet, and actually one of the things I wanted to play with was the pine, what is this one called? This is Mom's card, Susan LaCroix, and she used that the bundle with the here, the branching out bundle that has the pine bow and the really amazing dies that have almost that like ticket corner, and so this layout I kind of thought would be really pretty to have one of those border dies in the middle, and maybe stamp some of the branches and then use the Merry and Bright. So taking a note from Kay, maybe we get out this designer paper and this bundle and create a card using this layout. What do you think? Should we just mix and match everything together? Sherry, that's a great question. Sherry's asking, do you think you can use the cards and envelopes past the holidays? And I think yes, because this plaid is not specifically for the holidays, right? I used it here for Thanksgiving, bringing in some of the gold, but look how pretty this would be, like with some red hearts for Valentine's Day, or doing a fun card for Father's Day with that plaid. Same thing with the green. The green, of course, when you pair it with Christmas stuff, it looks Christmassy, but like you could make a Father's Day card. You could make a card and put some fish on it or something like that with the green. You could do some trees and do a card for any time of the year. So yes, to answer your question, I think these cards and envelopes are really beautiful, especially for, maybe beautiful isn't the right word to say masculine cards, but I think that these have a lot of life outside of the holidays, to answer your question, which was a good one. Thank you. Okay, so yes, should we do this? I kind of like this layout. I kind of like this idea. I think that the pine snowflakes go well with that bundle, the branching out. I was looking to see the other layouts that we have, and oh, that would be really pretty. Okay, thinking. This one maybe for our New Year's card. Although, oh, I really like this one too. That one will do, well, okay, we'll see. Let's start with this one. Let's get branching out. I thought it was in the box right below me, but it's not. So, hang on just a second. Okay, found the stamp sets, but now where's the dies? Ah, okay, I got those too. Really quick, I wanted to tell you and give you an update about my class because the last time we chatted, since the last time we chatted, and I told you about my class, Stampin' Up! Sold out of the designer paper. Wah, 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 wah. The Traditions of Christmas designer paper. And I've been looking for my sheet that has the thing. This one. Here we go. So many things going on. Okay, so if you signed up for the Traditions of Christmas Sweet Escape, I did have designer paper ordered for everybody. And I put on there right now, there's a wait list. And I think that I have enough paper to accommodate everybody, with the people on the wait list signing up later getting half a package instead of a full package of the designer paper. So if you're still interested in participating in the suite, I still have room. Please sign up and reserve your spot by Sunday, October 12th. So just a few more days. I'm going to keep it open. The event is happening November 1st, but there's still some spots that I'm working it out so you can still get everything. And it will include half a package instead of a full package. So if you were on the fence and thinking like, oh, I'm not going to be able to get it, you still can, for just a few more days, reserve your spot. And if you already did sign up, I should have already sent you an invoice. And if you didn't get it, you can reach out to me and let me know. Oh, St. Patrick's Day with the green plaid. Oh, that's so perfect. Why didn't I think about that? I love that. This is like so St. Patrick's Day. Okay, I found my branching out. I got my bundle. I do have the Delicate Pines stamp set, but I think we're going to use the pines here. And here is this gorgeous designer paper. This is so pretty. I really love this. And so I think for this one, we could have, look at all of these patterns. So these are snowflake patterns with the pine needles, and I've not played with this one yet. I haven't made anything, but it's got some great like B-side patterns. And I kind of like that. Aren't they just gorgeous though? Okay, so this also is in the product share, by the way, if you don't have it yet. So I'm thinking if we do the full card side with this, we'll do a pattern of this for the red square, and then we're gonna die cut instead of the postage label, we'll do maybe the smaller one. And gosh, even just doing like the, the dies for the, branch and the, like just the branch. I don't know. Like I kind of just love that. I'm sorry, like I'm thinking and not clearly enough. Okay, I'm gonna die cut from, wait, I'm gonna die cut 2 of these branching out. Aren't these just dies? Did you guys get this one? Love this. Twyla, thanks for asking about mom. She's doing better this week on some new meds, treating bronchitis. So it just keeps turning into one thing after another, but she is on the mend and doing better. Sharon, no, I don't have things stored alphabetically. Like I have a box of the newer release things that I have, and a lot of times for the first part of the catalog, they're like on my floor by my feet here so that I can grab and show and use them. And then they move to my cabinet, and in my cabinet is kind of organized by like mini catalog, annual catalog, like that. But I don't bother alphabetizing. It moves around a lot. Okay, not sure what size we're going to use here, but I cut 2 of them so that we can play around and see. And the other thing that's tricky about the catalogs, I will say, is that Stampin' Up! Designers are designing for all the markets. And so cardstock sizes in Europe and in the South Pacific are actually a little bit different. And so sometimes the card dimensions like aren't standard for one market or another. And so that's one reason that they don't give us card measurements, is because they just might not work out the same for everyone everywhere. All right, I'm going to cut this. I kind of want this one to have a little border showing, and you guys can help me decide if we want to have a red card base, which I think would be pretty, or shaded spruce card base, which I think would be pretty. And here's red. Oops, that's cherry cobbler. Is that it? Nope, that's also cherry cobbler. Here is red. Maybe I like cherry cobbler. Maybe I like cherry cobbler. Okay, I think I like the cherry cobbler better. Here's 2 choices. Red or cherry cobbler. Or red or cherry cobbler, shaded spruce or cherry cobbler for the card base. Then we're going to have this piece, which is, this is 4 by 5 1/4. So I'm gonna do this one 3 by 4 1/4, and we can make adjustments as needed. We got some angling happening in the original sample. Do we like that sizing? Do we want to go smaller? That's really tough. Oh, you guys don't think so? Cherry cobbler, cherry cobbler, cherry. You're like a pretty unanimous in the cherry cobbler over here. So, okay. Cherry cobbler. I will not argue. Okay, do we like the sizing? Do we want to go smaller? Sharing the Dewey Decimal System. That's funny. We are going to use, we even have some berries. Look at how big the stamp set is. This is a lot. I thought that it was smaller, but it's only 80% on the cover, so that's part of it. There's a lot of stamps in here. Okay, so we're gonna do some branches, clearly. And I think a smaller branch. And are there difference in the pine? Does it matter? I don't know. Oh, that one's separate, I guess. Can you tell I've not used my stuff? I don't know what I'm doing over here. That's okay. I think it's fun to learn together. I want to add berries, and it looks like there's some bigger berries and some smaller berries, maybe, or those are just splatter. I'm not really sure. This is too many though. I think let's do the Marion Bright and the Cherry Cobbler. Let's stick with some pecan pie, some old olive, and maybe add some pine cones on there as well. Now this one I wasn't gonna get the stamp set. Do you remember I was talking about this with Mom? I was like, I'm just gonna get the dies. It does have some die cut images, but I really, really, really just wanted it for the labels. And then Mom, I think it was when she made this card, and I was like, oh, I like that. and that's how it goes. Then I added it to my cart. Actually, in my defense, there was a stamp set sale, and so I got it on sale. I couldn't say no. How can you say no to a sale? I can't. Okay. Speaking of sales, oh my heavens, you guys, Stampin' Up has put the they put the starter kit on sale, and it is $35 to join right now in October. $35. Like, it's kind of ridiculous. For real, $35. So for $35, you get $125 in product. In the United States, you also get a paper pumpkin kit, and you get free shipping on your order. So it's $35 plus tax, and you get to pick out you get to pick $125 in product of your choice. That can be whatever you want. That could be kits, that could be markers, that could be ink pads, that could be the branching out bundle. And so you have so many choices to choose the things that you want. And then you also get access to all of my team perks, like the discount on participating in my events, the free back pocket card layouts for all my team members, getting to do things at a discount, getting to get the monthly kits at a discount. Like, that's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So if you are thinking about it, join the many people who are taking advantage of this offer. You can learn more on my website. I'm happy to chat with you as well. I gotta welcome a bunch of people, and I'm so far behind. I've got to send some emails. So if you've joined my team this week, welcome. I'll be sending out my official welcome email tomorrow. Add that to my list of things, but I'm just so excited to have so many of you join. I know I've got some team members watching right now, and so happy that you guys are here, are part of the Jubilant Stampers family. This is some of us on stage. We had some fun doing a class together. It's not the best picture of me. I look a little bloated, but oh my gosh, we just had so much fun on stage, and I'm really excited because the next big national convention for everybody is going to be in California in March, and so I'm really excited to be able to attend and to do that. And so I'm hoping to see a lot of you there, meet a lot of new people. If you sign up as a demonstrator right now, you'll be able to join us if you want to out there for on stage. It's so much fun. All right, I stamped my Merry and Bright, and my ink pad, I think I need to re-ink it. I knew that it was going to be a little splotchy, and so I might try it again over here. See if I can get a better image here with the cherry cobbler. I know, it's so crazy. Okay, I think I like this one better. I'm going to use our Sign Design Punch. Have I convinced you on this bundle yet? You can go ahead and add it to your starter kit when you join this month. It's such a fun one, and the punch, as I said, can work for so many occasions, well beyond the holidays. So even though the stamp set is very specific, you know, with the Merry and Bright, the Season of Thanks, the Trick or Treat Be Sweet, like this one, you can fill in the blank and use with whatever you have. So you can put in a birthday greeting, or I was gonna say thank you, but we have things. You can put in, you know, congratulations, whatever you want. In fact, I have a swap card from someone. Let's see. This is from Amy Combs, and she used that stamp here, and then she did do a Christmas greeting, the Make Merry. It's not part of this stamp set, but it proves my point that you can mix and match match the frame with any sentiment that you want at all. Now, Amy used some of that Christmas mix and match paper that we were just talking about that comes along with the cards. And so I just wanted to show you that you can use that stamp with the frame, and you can create cards for all occasions, all throughout the year. Okay, great question. Diane says, when does Stampin' Up! Start promoting on stage? I expect that we'll hear more about on stage in November, maybe. So the event itself will be in March. I want to say the 13th through the 16th, but do not quote me on that. And I think we'll start hearing more around November. Backstage is mid-November, and if I remember right, last year at Backstage is around the time that registration opened for Onstage. They kind of like paired those together. I love this card. It's turning out so cute. So we kind of got our elements together here, and I was thinking actually that I might want to change the greeting a little bit, and not the greeting, the green background, and make it a little bit smaller. But now that I'm bringing the inspiration back in, maybe it's this part that needs to be smaller. Like if we stamped on that, and that would be like really small with the green or with the pine. I don't know, let's try really quick and see. It won't take long to stamp that. I'm gonna try to stamp it so that I can have a lot of the green. Do you like the smaller label or the larger label? I need to find some red cherry cobbler embellishments. Ooh, those are stars. Not exactly what I had in mind, but I think the ones I had in mind have some, there they are. These are the cherry cobbler and pearl adhesive backed berries, and I think a couple of those in there would be good. Okay, smaller label. Jill says, I didn't think I'd like it. I always surprise myself as well. I kind of want to then make the I'm trying to hide my little boo-boo. This one like is floating off the branch. And so if I put my label strategically just to cover that little bit, then you won't even know. I kind of want to make the green a little bit smaller too then. Or maybe not. Maybe that's good, just like that. Getting all the angles just right is tricky. Put cone on it. Draw it on. Oh, put a pine cone. I see what you're saying. Do I need some pine cones on here? I think I want to just focus on the berries. I don't know. Let's try it on the big one. And we'll use some early espresso, some of the darker. I don't know. I think I want to just focus on the berries. The I don't know. Let's try it on the big one, and we'll use some early espresso, some of the darker. 'Cause I think I want to just focus on the berries. my worry was that it would just be a little too, I don't know. I think I do like that, actually. It just like fills it out a little more, doesn't it? Okay, I'll do it. There's like the little branches that are just begging. They're just begging for a little pine cone. Let's get this glued down. I like this layout. And I hope that I'm showing you like how vastly different your cards can look when you switch up the stamp sets and switch up the colors. I'm going to mess around with our dimensional layers here. So we're going to do dimensionals on the back of the green and then dimensionals on the back of this, limiting to 2 layers as we always do. And where are the dimensionals? There's a pile of stuff to the right of me. I just keep shoving it over. It's a little bit precarious, so hopefully we don't have any accidents. Okay, so this one is at an angle. And then this will be straight, but it'll look like it's at an angle compared to the green. Parallel with the side, parallel with the top. Then we're gonna do, okay, so we're gonna do a dimensional here, some regular adhesive here. Just to cover up our boo-boo. Just like that. And then some red gems. Brenda says, make sure it's not upside down. Yes, that's important. Okay, are these berries? Well, they're berries, but I just want them to be red embellishments. Are they too random, or do you think it's okay? I kind of like that. You know what I wanted to do and I forgot to? Is it too late? Can we do it? I wanted to add some twine. I'm gonna see if we can make it work. I just thought it'd be really pretty to add. Hang on. This is always easier when you do it before you glue it down. Crazy. Why do I do this to you? Why do I torture you? My big scissors, I think, are in the other room. I just really like the linen thread with the pine. I just feel like that is such a pretty addition. So if you're gonna do that, before you put it down would be good. But there's our finished card. Oh my gosh. These branching out dies are so pretty. Okay, let's take a look. Here is our inspiration project. We've got the layers, we've got the die cut focal image. Otherwise it looks like a totally different card, doesn't it? This is our third card using the Sign Design stamp set. I've got to unbury it. Oh, it's over here. Sign Design stamp set. And there's one that we haven't used yet. It's Happy New Year. May it be filled with joy. And so I think we've just got to make one more card. Don't you guys agree? We used the Elegant Pine Snowflake. We used the Gathering Together designer paper. We made a fun little trick-or-treat card with the Spooky Sweet. So what should we use for our last card? I have a couple of layouts picked out, but I was trying to decide between the Peaceful Garden designer paper for the Happy New Year, or we could use the Lights of Aurora. I think this could be really pretty for the Happy New Year card. Similar colorings here with the blues. This one has a little bit more purple in it. But gosh, that would be such a pretty card, wouldn't it? Okay, so let's take a little vote. For our last card, Happy New Year, do we want Peaceful Garden, Lights of Aurora? I am going to get our stamp out. I think that is gonna, the filled, May It Be Filled with Joy would just go on the inside, but it coordinates in the font choice there. So, okay. Peaceful Garden, ooh, you guys are saying lights of Aurora. Long neck dog. Okay. So it looks like Lights of Aurora is winning, which I'm really excited about because I have made some cards with Peaceful Garden, but I haven't made anything yet with the Lights of Aurora, and I didn't get the coordinating stamps. Let's take a quick look at the catalog here. So we made that one. There's Peaceful Garden. Lights of Aurora designer paper is here in the September through December 2025 mini catalog. It's on page 36, 37. Actually, just 36 and 37. Yeah, only 2 little pages. Well, no wonder it's not getting enough love. I did not choose to get the Light and Wonder stamp set. And I didn't get the dies because I kind of felt like the dies that I had, which are from Scenic Adventure, I kind of thought that they were giving similar vibes. And so this one's, they're different for sure. This one has a tree line, some trees. This has got mountains, water, kind of some grass bushes, like a campfire and fire. This one has more like sky and tree line. So it's a little bit different. There are some really gorgeous things. I guess there is one more project here. I lied. This one is Lights of Aurora. You can see how they're layering all the dies here. So pretty. And look at this. Here is a little bit on the artist's Aurora vision. It says our artist hand painted the Lights of Aurora paper using soft pastels, like the kind we have in the catalog. What? She painted lines of color and pushed the paint out with a foam block to create the effect of glowing northern lights sweeping across the night sky. You know, it was just a couple years ago, maybe 2 years ago here in central Illinois that we got to see the Northern Lights. And I'm pretty sure that it was like literally around this time because my daughter's birthday is tomorrow and I swear it was on her birthday. And I remembered late as I was going to bed and everybody else was already sleeping. And I went down to the park down the street and I couldn't see them very well with my own eyes, but I took pictures and it was, oh, it was beautiful. And it wasn't like the full, you know, like the bright lights that we get in other parts of the world, but we don't ever get that here in Central Illinois, and so it was just so amazing. So my question is, have you ever seen the aurora borealis? Have you ever seen the northern lights? And if so, where were you when you saw this amazing phenomenon that happens in the sky? So I'm going to pick out some paper here. Now these have sort of that lights design on one side and a solid image on the other. And oh my gosh, wow, 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 wow. Oh, I like that one too. Okay, so I'm gonna just pull out my favorites and choose one. Oh, that is lovely. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one of these two. And oh my gosh, like how do you decide? Let's take a look at the layouts. Number 4. I feel like I'm like on the dating show, right? Bachelor number 4. Please tell me, how would you design a card if you were given this paper? Okay, this one has some, like, this isn't going to work for our paper, I don't think. So let's check out number 5. This one piqued my interest because it has such a sharp angle, and I thought that that was kind of really pretty. So this could be an option. And there was one more that I was thinking could work for this paper. Bachelor number 2. No, we already saw you. Bachelor number 1. I think we did that one too. Okay, so we did 1, we did 2, 3, we did that one. So I guess we just have 4 and 5. So that is that one. And that one. This is the one, I guess. Let's do it. Montana. Oh. I love it. I have a college friend who lives in Alaska, and so she's always posting pictures of the beautiful lights there, and I'm jealous. It is on my bucket list to visit Iceland, where I also would love to see the northern lights. I put this one on a block. I did. All right, Happy New Year. I'm seeing some balmy blue here, and I think some like Secret Sea as the darker colors. So I'm thinking, do we want to include trees? And I think the answer is let's try it. I'm gonna die cut some trees to put behind the label. So they're mostly gonna get covered up, but I just want some kind of little focal image. So let's do the trees in the starry sky, and then we'll do the words in balmy blue, and we'll also do the card base in balmy blue, which is this lighter blue. So pretty. So let's do some starry sky. Where's my starry sky? Perfect. Oh, actually, which one is which? This is Misty Moonlight. This is Starry Sky. Maybe I want more of a night of navy. Digging for my navy. I think navy is the blue that best matches this one. Let's give that a quick die cut. This suite has some gorgeous ribbon. It is this sheer ribbon that is in balmy blue. I think it would be really pretty to put a little bit of that behind there. And we have our die cut trees. So that is kind of just going to be a subtle little image back there. And again, this is the Scenic Adventure dies. Now, this bundle, I think, is an online exclusive that came out probably in May. And it's just kind of an independent bundle. It doesn't have designer paper necessarily that matches up with it. I thought it would go nicely with the Weekend Adventure, I think is the name of the designer paper from the annual catalog, but there's actually a new stamp set that looks like it goes with that Weekend Adventure paper. But you know, there is not like just one stamp set that goes with paper. So this one mixes and matches beautifully with other things. I have a card. Here. We made this another time, and this is the Weekend Adventure paper, like one of the back sides, but I layered the mountains and the trees and used some of the sentiments. So this is another card made with the Scenic Adventure stamp set bundle. And this one, like I said, is an online exclusive, so you're not going to see it printed in a catalog, but I do think it pairs really nicely with this Lights of Aurora. Okay. And then we need a piece of white cardstock to do our stamping. And I'm going to use Balmy Blue. I did not do insides for any of my cards today, but I'll go back later and add, like, while I've got my stamps dirty, I'll go back and, like, probably I'll die cut one of these images and do some stamping on the inside. This card too, maybe I'll do some stamping and use that inside sentiment. I'll do something fun. I'm wondering if I should use a darker color for the image. Happy New Year with the sign design punch. Fits in there so perfectly. Happy New Year. Do you think I should do the sentiment in the darker navy instead of the balmy blue? Should we look and see what that looks like? Let me clean it. Let's try navy and just see. Candy corn. I think I might like the navy better. It just sticks out a little bit more. Do you think the trees being in navy are okay? And then we'll add just like a wisp of this ribbon. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, so our angle here, this is really an interesting card with the angled designer paper. So I'm gonna start by cutting this paper down a little bit. So I'm gonna cut this at, I'm gonna say 3 3/4. Ugh, I hate to like leave it, but oh, I should have not done 3 3/4. Now it's not going all the way to the edge. Okay, let's just get another piece out and try. Trial and error, that's how we get to what we want. We cut too much off and we figure, whoopsie, let's try that again. So it feels like a waste. I think I can easily cut off 1.5 inches. So that's what I'm gonna do, 1.5 inches. And then this one has like another layer, like just a little bit back there. And I debated whether to try to add like a little shimmer. That might be pretty. Let's see. We have some glimmer paper. This is part of the Peaceful Garden suite, but like, would it be pretty to add just like a little strip of shimmer? Down the side? Or is that like too much? No, I kind of love it. I think it's just right. Don't you think? You guys are quiet. Let's add a 1-inch piece of this glimmer paper. And I'm gonna add the glimmer to I'm gonna add it to the cardstock. At an angle, then this is going to go at an angle, and they're not the same angle. It's hard to see in the catalog, but it kind of just like hides back there. Now I feel like the very best way to add this on is just to glue it and then to trim off the edges. So I'm going overkill with the adhesive, but I want to make sure that it's adhered well. And so bring it like that and up. And we'll take our scissors and we'll just trim. And if you want to get creative, you can save your scrap and you can use it on the inside and add like a white piece. And then have like that's kind of cute, right? Let me see here. A white piece. 4 inches by 5 1/4 for the inside. I'm just gonna glue that down. It's already got the adhesive on it. Okay, that's for the front. And then we can put the one from the inside here. May it be filled with joy. That's so pretty. I love this inside. There we go, using all that bit. We're not gonna waste any of that gorgeous paper. For the front, we're going to have our ribbon kind of be gathered. I go back and forth like a figure 8 so that it looks like a bow, but it's actually not tied. Cutting angles. On the bows, I'm going to use a little bit of tear and tape to hold our ribbon down. Then we're going to use the trees. I want to adjust this, just bring it up a little higher. Happy New Year. I love it. I love it so much. Let's glue the trees. Regular adhesive on this to the trees. And then the trees are going to go, we'll do dimensionals on this. Kind of like on either side here, so the ribbon, it's like I'm going to either side of the ribbon. Okay. I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Now, this paper has some really gorgeous coordinating embellishments. And I haven't used them yet because I haven't played with this suite. Oh. Right here, these are called frosted iridescent dots. And we've got some blue, some pink, some purple. I think we need to bring in some of the purple here. It looks like there's 2 different sizes. So I'm gonna do 2, 1 up here. Oh my gosh. This might be my favorite one. I really love the way this turned out. So let's take a look at our inspiration project. This is on page 55 of the catalog, so it was kind of like almost all the way in the back, and the angled paper just really inspired me. Can you see here there's another piece? It's white on the white background, so it's kind of hard, but that's where I got the inspiration for the little bit of glimmer paper. I matched the angle and I put my element down here in the right corner. Changed up the paper a little bit using Lights of Aurora, the Scenic Adventure die for the trees, and then the star of tonight's show, sign design. We used all of the stamps except for that border, which I'll just have to use for something else. But we used all the other greetings. So we kind of started to review, like we just went through the season here. So we started with Trick or Treat, and May Your Day Be Sweet with Spooky Sweet. Then we did Gathering Together and a really simple Season of Thanks card. And we did Merry and Bright with the Elegant Pine Snowflakes and the Branching Out bundle for our image there. And we finished off with a little Happy New Year card and the Lights of Aurora designer paper. I hope that you were able to see the vision with the sign design stamp set and the coordinating punch. And if you don't have it already, I hope that you add it to your next order. It is such a fun one to play with. And I hope that you feel inspired by all the cards that I created tonight, finding some inspiration in the catalog, maybe in a little bit of a different way. I would love to know which card was your favorite tonight. Is there one that you feel more inspired by? Maybe a layout that you'd like to try, or a technique that we did, like the sponging in the background. So leave a comment, let me know 1, 2, 3, or 4, which one was your favorite. And if you enjoyed tonight's video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on future card making videos. My goal always is to inspire you to use what you have at home and maybe to get something new if you like it. All of these card layouts you can make at home with whatever you have at home. And so I hope that you do feel inspired to do so. Thanks for joining me today. So fun to see all your comments, and I appreciate getting to chat with you while I'm stamping. Oh, you guys are so mixed. Jennifer says number 2, Donna says 3, Jaylene and Lori say 4. I think 3 and 4 are my favorites. Like, I feel like I warmed up there at the end and really kind of played with some things. I think that's the thing I'm most excited about, is playing with some things that I haven't used yet. Using the sign design stamp set, but also giving a last hurrah to my Spooky Sweet. Using some new, the pine snowflake paper, the branching out stamp set, the Lights of Aurora paper. I'm going to play some more with that. I love that. All right. Well, thank you again. Thanks if you're watching on the replay. Thanks for leaving comments. You guys are so great, and I appreciate you all so much. Thanks for being here and being part of my stamping community. There's my face. That's not fun. Anyway, I think that's it. Have a great night. I will see you on Sunday. Mom and I are going to be back on track with our videos. sharing some trimming the tree bundle, and that's the one that has a little shaker frame. So I'm excited to play with that and share with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys on Sunday. Have a good night. Bye, everybody.